If you would like me to analyze your Chambers of Xeric, join my Discord or my Facebook page. Both will be linked down below. Welcome back to another Plank 2G video. Today we will be analyzing Dragon Yuumi's 0KC raid. The only direction he got was from me verbally and an Ulm video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Mystics. What you're supposed to do. Range the Mystics while wearing your Salve, Enchanted, Imbued. What Dragon did? Dragon Yuumi went into the room wearing his whip. Now, whenever he clicked on the Mystic, he went to attack it within melee distance. Therefore, he aggroed the entire room. What he should have done was have his blowpipe on before he entered the room. Whenever you aggro more than you need to, you just waste supplies, which you might need later. Crabs are one of the easiest puzzle rooms in the Chambers of Xeric. You must neutralize all 4 crystals by bouncing the white orb off of the crabs. Each different colored crystal requires a different attack style. Because Dragon was not familiar with this room, he did not help any, which isn't a big deal as a learner. Tekton. We do what's called the runaround method at Tekton, where you attack him and run around the corner to avoid the damage from his attacks. Dragon Yuumi had the idea of this method down, but as you see, he was just too far behind. He ran into our pathing and he died because of the flying shards. We've all been there. What he could have done better was to run in the 3x3 square. Moving on to the Mutadiles. Mutadiles are a crocodile that attacks with both melee and ranged. The most common method is to blowpipe Baby Muta while praying ranged. The learner did not wield the proper equipment before entering the room. Therefore, he could have got ka-chowed. Just for video integrity, the next room was Thieving, but it's hard to mess up Thieving, so new meta, bring a lockpick. Guardians. To my heart. Guardians are an easy combat in the Chambers of Xeric. You must use a pickaxe on smash, and you want to flinch their damage. Dragon started to understand the flinching method, but the wrong attack style on the entire time. Prepping for Ulm. Prepping for Ulm is just making the potions required to go into Ulm. To do this, you must gather secondaries, pick herbs, and fill vials. To be somewhat efficient, it's commonly recommended to have at least 70 farming. Since Dragon didn't have 70 farming or 70 at herblore, that meant that he was stuck on vial duty. Everyone needs a vial runner, but he was only doing 9 at a time. Therefore, our prep took far longer than it should have, as vials should have been done before we were done farming. Going into Ulm, Dragon did not understand the idea of pre-potting, but after some explanation, he finally understood. Dragon Yuumi did a great job of running in and speccing the hand. He also immediately went to his side of the room. He's already done better than 90% of learners that I have taken. Now Dragon gets his first test, the flame wall. I give him an option to run out, and he gives himself an option too, but he doesn't click in the right area. It's redemption time. Again, I gave Dragon a way out, but he didn't click in the right spot. He then had crystals next, which would have KO'd him, since he tanked the flame wall. He was not aware that he had to re-overload once he died, but once I got him to do that and pick up his stuff, he pretty much got the hang of it again. Oh, he got lightninged. Oh, get ready for it. Yeah. The first mistake was getting hit by lightning, and the second mistake was made by Proton. Whenever that they got paired, he didn't go meet. And just like I said, it looks like Proton learned his lesson from the last one and he went and followed him. Following someone during teleports is often done whenever either you've never raided with them before or you don't trust that they're not going to yeet you. You know, here in Slayer's Den, we kind of have the mentality of throw you to the wolves at Ulm. The reason we say that is because if you do not learn specials and their cycle when you start, then you will not ever become really a adequate raider. You'll learn how to do things, but you won't know how to deal with the sucky situations. So as crappy as it is, that's why we made him deal with specials, and that's why I only verbally talked him through things. You know, in the long run, I think he'll appreciate it. He may not appreciate it right then, but I think he will later on whenever he learns to skip and such. But back to the commentary. So, he's about to get hit by lightning, which he gets ambushed by. Not much you can do there. And then he gets flame wall and teleports at the same time. I think this really shows that how someone can progress as the raid goes on. He got ka-chowed by the flame wall twice, and he still came back in the 3rd phase to be able to basically dominate it, so kudos to him. During head phase, he did really well. For the most part, he stayed on his side of the room. He was able to get out of the flame wall, and even though he ate a lot of crystals, I think whenever he died the first time, he brought in more brews. So, I mean, for a 0KC raid, I think he did phenomenal. And this is really the best that I could really ever ask someone does. He was attempting all mechanics as they went, so props to you, Dragon Yumi. Would you mind hitting that big red button down below? That subby sub?